What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. It's Joey back at it again. So made 161 dollars today on the day, shorting Nasdaq. And I'm gonna break down that trade and how I actually am not even considering this a green day, guys. I need to be completely honest. I'm actually going to consider this a strong red day because I broke a rule, and honestly, I lacked a little bit of patience today. Thankfully, it did pay off, and I'm going to consider myself lucky, and that's why I'm gonna consider this a red day because I did get lucky. Now, one thing I do want to bring up is that tomorrow we do have a lot of reports coming out in the morning from 8:30 all the way to 10 a.m. from the initial claims, continuing claims, retail sales, import prices. And then at 10 a.m., we also have the NAHB Housing Market Index report coming out. So definitely be on the lookout for those and definitely manage your position size correctly. So yeah, let's get this open range first. So we had an open range high of 17,818, open range low 17,741. Now, the moment the market opened, we automatically saw a drop, had a nice little bounce. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is like the first time in a very long time, guys, I have actually experienced FOMO because honestly, after yesterday's reports and us ending yesterday in the red and being down almost 2% at one point for Nasdaq yesterday after the CPI came out, I honestly was sort of expecting us to have a red day today. And when I saw that bounce, I was honestly just waiting for a lower high at the EMA or the moving average. Now, right here, when you look at this red candlestick, this is actually where I got in on my first contract because I thought we were getting rejected at the EMA. So I said, hey, you know what? Lower high, I'm going to go short. I got confirmation that we're having a lower high, lower lows, lower highs. And so I went short. But then I saw that we were testing the moving average, and I said, you know what? I said, honestly, I really think we're going to get rejected the moving average. Once we started to see a little bit of rejection and we were forming a resistance at 17,790, I actually got into another contract. And no, sorry, I'm talking about this so wrong, guys. I'm so sorry. So I got in right when we hit the moving average, but at one point, because I did have two contracts and my average price was around 780, 779. At one point, guys, I was down almost $750. And honestly, by the time we went to go break down, once the moment we cracked that EMA, I automatically got rid of one position, one contract, simply because I told myself, hey, if we bounce off this EMA and test this moving average, I would rather have one contract and lose $200 to $400 than have two contracts and break above the moving average and lose $500 to $700. And you guys, anyone who trades Nasdaq futures, especially the E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures and not the micros, can tell you that like you can literally in 1 minute you can be down $300 to being down $500 in just a 1 minute candlestick. It's that volatile, and Nasdaq is just like that over leveraged. If I'm correct, Nasdaq's like 29x leverage. So definitely doesn't help. But let's get back to it. So yeah, once we saw this rejection, I felt more comfortable with holding on to the trade. Once we broke below the EMA, I sold one contract. I sold around right here, guys. I just really wasn't seeing a lot of selling pressure. I really wanted to start seeing some lower lows, and I wanted to see a little bit of stronger selling momentum, and I just wasn't seeing it. So I decided to take profits. I ended the day up $161. So again, guys, not taking this as a green day simply because I averaged up in the worst way possible, and honestly, direction was not going in my favor for that 5 minutes, and I decided, oh hey, let's just add on position size. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It was very stupid, reckless of me, and honestly, I could have lost $700 today at one point, and that would not only brought me have given me a massive red day, but that also would have brought me back down to the red. And that's just more money I have to make up, plus the 3K to get the 50K funded account through Topstep. So today was just really reckless. I lacked a lot of patience. I lacked discipline. And honestly, what I should have done is once we broke below the EMA, then get into another contract. That would have been ideal, but I didn't, and because of that, I almost ended up taking a massive loss and erasing all of this week's profits that I made. I'm currently up like a little over $462 right now. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown. I really want, especially my beginner traders who are watching this, I really want you guys to learn from my mistakes today and just know that hey, if direction is not going in your favor, do not add on to position. Don't. There's no reason. And honestly, I know you're probably thinking, well, I'm going to get at a better price point. True. But again, guys, remember, my first position was at 774. The second time I added up was right here, but that ended up putting me at an average of like 780, 781. So by the time we hit 779 17,792, I was down $750, guys. Like, tell me how that makes any sense. And it didn't. And honestly, when I did it, I actually was mad at myself, but I was trying to be so focused on just direction and getting ready to cut losses. And so, I told myself, I was like, you know what? Once I saw that we were having a resistance at 792, I said, if we have an open above that, I'm going to take the loss, knowing that it probably would have been in the $800 range. So, guys, please learn from my mistakes, especially you beginner traders. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that sub button and like this video. It's always much appreciated. If you guys got any questions, comment below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a blessed day.